Towards the mid of the transfer window, as Thomas Partey was obviously one of those players that wanted to leave Arsenal because he was not secure, he was not sure of his playing time at Arsenal. Arsenal was obviously linked to Tchouameni, and today we obviously bring you the exact reason as to why Mikel Arteta wanted to sign Tchouameni. Welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic evening, and this is Rokani David onto this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. Let's see close to 400 likes smash in this video, and let's obviously see you subscribe to this channel if at all you're watching us for the very first time, or you've always watched us and you haven't subscribed. It's your time to subscribe to our channel, and we call upon you guys to obviously do the due diligence, to obviously go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the black button that has the word subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this beautiful channel of ours known as Rokani Media. We thank God for the gift of life, the Muslim viewers and subscribers. Barakallahu fikum, because Allah is obviously taking you far. Not so. We are talking about Palhinha. Shockingly, as stories are really piling up that the January transfer window is around the corner for him to leave Fulham, then they've gone ahead to obviously see him and Fulham agree and obviously put pen to paper. And there is a very huge game in the Bundesliga. It's all about Bayern Munich versus Bayern Leverkusen. Xhaka playing that side, but it's Thomas Tuchel versus Xabi Alonso, and I'm going to obviously take you deep into what those two managers have gone here to say about this beautiful fixture that is happening down in Germany. So let's charge for the better of the day, and we bring you what this game of football is all about. Now, Tchouameni is really one of the best CDMs in the world in his age bracket. That is it, because he cannot match Casemiro, he cannot match Rodri, and very many others. But Arsenal looked at him as a replacement for Thomas Partey when Partey was really sent a proposal coming in from Saudi Arabia that they're going to pay him £400,000 a week, doubling his salary at Arsenal. This obviously was all over social media, and after that Juventus came in through trying to sign Thomas Partey. Arteta did all what he had to do to convince Thomas Partey to stay at the club of Arsenal. And you know why he did it? Because if you're going to really tussle it out with Man City, you cannot lose your best players. That is it. So one will ask me now, why did they let Xhaka go? Arsenal were willing to obviously offer him a new contract of 1 year, but Xhaka was having a 4-year contract on the table coming in from Leverkusen, and his wife wanted to go back to the Rhinelands. So he had obviously lots of reasons connected to his departure from Arsenal. Now, Tchouameni is a player that Arteta wanted to sign, and when I landed on this story, I really got to know that Tchouameni had the right state of mind that Arteta really wanted. Now, this is Darius AS coming in from Spain. They've told us that Tchouameni surprised everyone when he arrived for training on Wednesday. The players who came back from international duty had a day off, but Tchouameni arrived like nothing happened and worked voluntarily. Now, Tchouameni played 90 minutes as his team, that is France, lost to Germany by 2-1. After Germany sacked their manager, they went in through and obviously had the charge to obviously win against France. Tchouameni played all the minutes, full games, and it was on Tuesday. Now, on Wednesday, Tchouameni appeared at the training ground of Real Madrid. Isn't that surprising? Because they're obviously given a day off and they're supposed to report on training on Thursday, but on Wednesday morning Tchouameni was at the training ground. Now, one will say, how does it resonate with Mikel Arteta wanting to sign the player? The mentality of a player like Tchouameni sleeping in his bed, thinking that he's not supposed to be resting for 1 day and he's supposed to train with his team, is what Arteta wants. Meaning that At the age of 22-23, Tchouameni is more hungrier than many more players. The Jude Bellinghams took a day off, and very many others. The Luka Modrics and very many others really tried to obviously take a day off. But Tchouameni went ahead and shocked everyone and came in through to obviously take it to the next level. So, to my own understanding, it obviously comes to me that this is one of the biggest biggest takeovers that you'll pick and take all the boxes of Tchouameni. That mentality is really huge. You know, Arteta would love to see such players who obviously take their job as a priority. I've just read a story in the previous video I did here that Arteta sacked Nicolas Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang because of them obviously having a clique that came to London Colney Alley and obviously tried to obviously delay for the training sessions while still in the dressing rooms. Arteta was not good with that. So Arteta would have gone ahead to really pick interest in Tchouameni because of his mentality, like he showed up on the training ground, that even though they're supposed to report on Thursday, he reported on Wednesday and he came in through with a charge that everyone really got surprised about. So that's why he looks at him, but we remain to see whether Arsenal will obviously go in for him, because trust me, in the summer, Arsenal have to bring in 2 CDMs. That is it, because Thomas Partey might not be willing to renew his contract at Arsenal, and he might be wanting to leave to Saudi Arabia to get in some money. Remember, he also changed his religion to Islam. Is he called even Hassan? Then the other guy, Jorginho, might also leave because his contract is going to expire. That is it, I think, next summer. And that means Arsenal will be needing 2 CDMs and all 2 central midfielders. And would one of those be Tchouameni? We wait and see. And the beauty with Tchouameni is he can play as a number 8. And when you bring in Tchouameni at Arsenal, that means Declan Rice will play as a CDM for Arsenal. Tchouameni will play as a number 8. and Martin Odegaard will play as a number 10. He has a very good shot. The energy is really great, and you'll obviously know what this guy is all about. Fired to the brim, that is Tchouameni, and I think that's one of the reasons why Mikel Arteta wanted to sign this player, because his mentality is in the right stature that Arteta will obviously yearn for. Now, let's talk about Palhinha. He's one of those players that got shocked when his transfer collapsed on, I think it was on the, is it 30th? Because their transfer window closed on Friday. Yeah, Friday on the 1st. But around midday, it collapsed. He had gone ahead to go to Bayern Munich. He did the 3 sets of medicals. He passed them. He even went in for a photo shoot. But guess what happened? The papers really delayed, and there was a break in communication between Bayern Munich and Fulham. Papers were not submitted on time, and the player never played or never crossed from Fulham to Bayern Munich. But stories have been really coming around that Palhinha is going to cross to Bayern Munich in the January transfer window. And shockingly, Fulham goes ahead to put out the statement, and Fabrizio Romano went ahead to obviously confirm it, that João Palhinha signs new long-term contract at Fulham until June 2028 with a further option for a further year. These were the words of João Palhinha. A lot of history happened for me. You heard a lot of things about my future, but I'm just focused on Fulham. I always have 100% commitment with this club. Now, with the narrative that has been painted by Caicedo and Brighton, this is not a confirmation to Fulham fans all over the world that this player is going to stay. You have no reason to jubilate, as these are things that are done to obviously strengthen the stance of the team in as far as the sale of this player is really concerned. Him putting pen to paper until 2028, those are 5 years from now, shows you that they want to earn some good amount of money from the player. And trust me, they might get close to 70 or 80 million euros from this player. And Bayern Munich are obviously going to be wanting him because they are missing out on a CDM. You know what happened at Bayern. Joshua Kimmich and Thomas Tuchel are at loggerheads. And it has nothing to do because Joshua Kimmich is a German player and he has to play him. But if at all he gets in a replacement like Palhinha, who is going to do the job, he'll obviously switch Joshua Kimmich back to the right back position, and then he gets maybe Konrad Laimer and Palhinha to play in the double pivot as Musiala plays ahead of them. That's the plan of Thomas Tuchel. So let's wait and see how that pans out, whether this guy is obviously going to commit his future to Fulham forever or other teams are really going to come in through. And I think even if he doesn't go to Fulham, even if he doesn't cross to Bayern Munich, teams like Liverpool are in need of a CDM, and this one is Premier League proven. They might go in for him. Having gone ahead and put up a bid for Moise Caicedo, £115 million, turned down by Moise Caicedo, who really went to Chelsea. Liverpool still have some good money with them because they only took off £15 million and signed Endo from Stuttgart, But he's also not making starts in that game, meaning that they want to get in a proven Premier League player who will obviously see themselves really thrive into that midfield. So wait and see how that pans out. But Palhinha is going to have to really renew his contract with Fulham until 2028. Now, there is a very huge game in the Bundesliga. It's Bayern Munich taking on the new team on the block, that is Bayern Leverkusen, coached by Xabi Alonso. That game is going to be played today on Friday, and hope you guys are really going to be watching it all over. The table is really tricky. They all have 9 points. 3 games played, 3 wins. But Bayern Leverkusen is going to have to have one more goal as a difference, and Bayern Leverkusen and Bayern Munich are obviously behind them, but they all have 9 points. And today a press conference has been held, and this is what Xabi Alonso, who signed Granit Xhaka from Arsenal, had to say about this game of football. And he said the following: "We are of course happy to be facing Bayern Munich with 9 points in a nice stadium against a good team. It's a challenge that we will take on tomorrow. Bayern are the best team in the league, even though it's still early in the season. They are the clear favorites." Obviously, Xabi Alonso has gone ahead and addressed it the right way. Bayern Munich are the favorites, but they are not really guaranteed it obviously beat this side of Xabi Alonso. And Alonso has gone ahead to obviously turn up this team to the levels, and the likes of Granit Xhaka have gone ahead to come in through, and they've gone ahead to obviously put in a shift to help this club obviously achieve loads and loads of things. Now, let's see what Thomas Tuchel has gone ahead to say about this fixture that everyone is eagerly waiting for to watch today at 9 p.m. Now, Tuchel said the following about Xabi Alonso: "He will continue on a very successful path. You could predict from his playing days that he might be a good coach. I learned a lot about football from watching him as a player. He was a leading figure everywhere. I'm looking forward to meeting him." This is Thomas Tuchel for you. So that's what Thomas Tuchel had to say about the game and Xabi Alonso. So wait and see how that pans out. So guys, your thoughts on to why Arteta wanted to sign Tchouameni are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Palhinha renewing his contract with Fulham, and Granit Xhaka with Xabi Alonso ready to destroy Bayern Munich today? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover it all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barakallahu fikum. Ciao, ciao.